Hey guys, it's me, Skye Fuller, back for Week 5 Fantasy Draft Girls. Let's get into it. Game 1 headline, Running of the Bulls. Has anyone been to Spain and seen or heard of the Running of the Bulls in Pamplona? This is where a bunch of bulls stampede down a narrow pathway and participants run for their lives, hoping to not get trampled on or gored by the bulls. And this is what the spinning gerbils looked like while getting stampeded and trampled on by the Brahma Bulls this weekend, losing 85 to 249. Can you believe that? After starting the season 0-2 and scoring the least amount of points, the Bulls are stampeding through the competition, skyrocketing through the points and standings. 3 of the Bulls players scored 46 or more points, leading by Jamar Chase amazing 62 points with 3 touchdowns. DJ Moore's Thursday night explosion for 56 points and 3 touchdowns. Quarterback Justin Fields is now on a tear, scoring 46 points and throwing for 4 touchdowns. The spinning gerbils pretty much lost after that first game of the week as they were already down 102 points. The only players worth mentioning on the gerbils were quarterback Patrick Mahomes, of course, with 23 points, and running back Alvin Kamara, who's back to midseason form after his suspension, scoring a decent 15 points with 1 touchdown. The smoking hot Brahma Bulls improved to 3-2, while the spinning gerbils fall down to a 3-2 record. Game 2 headline, a perfect Edian. The underdogs win a decisive 148 to 110 battle against 2 GMs, 1 cup in the second London game. Running back Travis Etienne led the underdogs with an outstanding 37 points with 2 rushing touchdowns and 184 total yards. Following close behind was waiver wire pickup running back Breece Hall with 35 points and a 72-yard touchdown run. Rookie tight end Sam Laporta scored 2 touchdowns for 20 points. 2 GM are finally happy to get their 1 cup back in the lineup, scoring 21 points on 8 receptions for 118 yards. 1 cup almost started the week with quarterback Daniel Jones, who would have given them only 5 points. Instead, Coach Jason releases Daniel Jones right before the game and signs QB Jared Goff, who scores a solid 33 points with a total of 3 touchdowns. This was probably Coach Jason's best GM making decision of the season. Unfortunately, the transaction wasn't enough to get a win as 2 GMs 1 cup fall 2-3. The underdogs stopped their 2-game skid to improve to 3-2. Game 3 headline, paying the bills. The Ellis team destroys the struggling Ligers 142 to 73. Coach Mike will have to keep putting the franchise tag on quarterback Josh Allen, who continues to be one of the best fantasy quarterbacks in the league. He scored a team-leading 34 points on 2 touchdown passes and 1 rushing touchdown. Josh Allen teamed up with wide receiver Gabriel Davis, who scored 23 points with 1 touchdown and 100 yards receiving. Helping the running game was running back David Montgomery with a solid 28 points with 1 touchdown and 109 yards rushing. Kittle adds 28 points at the tight end position, and Ligers only had 1 player perform well, and that was quarterback Jalen Hurts, who had 34 points on 2 total touchdowns. Coach Allen was let down by his 5 wide receivers, with none of them scoring in double figures. Now the Ligers may be without their best player, wide receiver Justin Jefferson, who left the game with a hamstring injury. Ouch. Coach Allen may have to do an offensive overhaul to find some scoring as they lose 2 games in a row, not scoring over 100 points. The Ellis team now shares the top spot in the league with a 4-1 record. Ligers tumbled to a 2-3. Game 4 headline, back on top of the hill. The Pork Chop Express bounces back from their loss last week with an impressive 126-41 victory over the Super Saiyajins. Wide receiver Tyreek Hill helped the team climb back to the top of the league with a team-leading 39 points with another 69-yard catch for a touchdown. He now leads all receivers with 651 total receiving yards. Tight end Dallas Goedert climbed out of his slump and had a monster game with 8 catches for 117 yards and a touchdown. Taylor struggled with just 3 points, coming back off the PUP list. The Super Saiyajins are struggling to find what makes them super as they scored the league's lowest points again this weekend. Come on, guys. Only free agent waiver wire pickup rookie running back was Jaleel McLaughlin did anything good with 14 points and a touchdown catch. Running back Christian McCaffrey had his worst game with just 11 points and just 1 touchdown. Coach Chow will have to replace injured signal caller Anthony Richardson, who suffers an AC joint injury. He might be out for at least 1 to 2 weeks. Pork Chop Express now shares the top of the hill with Ella's team with a 3-1 record. Fizzling Saiyajins land at 2-3. Game 5 headline, blank space. That's what's tallied on the win column for best chance yet, who gets pummeled by the Sturgeons 143-91. The Sturgeons did not need any Taylor Swift luck in this game, with tight end Travis Kelce scoring a solid 23-1 touchdown. QB Tua scored a team-leading 29 points with 2 touchdown passes, where the Sturgeons wide receiver Stephon Diggs continues his all-star pace with 26 and a touchdown. Not to mention, Coach Jimmy's Pittsburgh defense scored 22 points off of 4 sacks, 2 fumble recoveries, a safety, and 1 interception. What a mouthful. Coach Johnny had a hero-type performance from quarterback Joe Burrow, who had 37 points and 3 touchdown passes, as well as rookie track star running back Devon Chan with 30 points and 76-yard touchdown run. Unfortunately, Coach Johnny forgot to replace wide receiver Monroe St. Brown, who was on the injury list before the start of their game. This resulted in a 0 in the points column. Despite the loss, 91 points is still a very respectable score. So don't give up, Coach Johnny. There is still a chance to turn it around. Turn that shit around. The Sturgeons are now swimming upstream to improve to 2-3, while Better Chance Yet continues to sit alone at the bottom with a winless record after 5 weeks. Who's the strongest swimmer? I gotta know. Well, this weekend's Rice Bowl games was a week of blowout games. Every team that won has a decisive victory, scoring well over 38 points against their opponents. Are you ready for my waiver wire list? It's a little short, but they can still fill some holes. Wide receiver Drake London on Atlanta is actually available to pick up. He had 9 targets for 9 points. Running back Rashawn Johnson on the Bears is a must-have, as Khalil Herbert suffered a high ankle sprain. Another Bears player that is performing well is tight end Cole Kmet, who has scored 3 touchdowns in the last 2 games. That's pretty good. That's a wrap for week 5 results and waiver wire list. I'll see you guys next week, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the series so far, and keep tuning in to Fantasy Draft Girls, where you are guaranteed to score. See you later, guys. Mwah!